Will Jayson Tatum ever get the respect he deserves? He's outplayed legends in Game 7s, logged more playoff games than anyone since 2017, and still shows up every single night like a machine. He just won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He's chasing Larry Bird records. And now, he's down with a torn Achilles, and the league's silence is deafening. In today's video, we will break down why he is called the NBA's Iron Man, discuss his latest MVP honor, and what his latest injury means for Jaylen Brown. So when will the NBA finally admit that Jayson Tatum is that guy? Hit that like and subscribe button for more NBA content, and let's get into it. In today's NBA, where teams often rest healthy players, Jayson Tatum is born different. He never stops. The Celtics star is a machine, strong, steady, and always there to show the league his top skills. Out of a possible 580 games since he entered the league in 2017, Tatum has played in 536. That's 92% availability. Rare air for a modern superstar. Only 6 players have logged more games in that span, and just one, LeBron James, has done it while being the focal point of a perennial contender. What's more impressive, Tatum's already played 113 playoff games, most in the NBA since his rookie season. That includes 7 Game 7s. And in those high-pressure battles, Tatum averages 26.7 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 5.1 assists with a 5-2 record. He doesn't just play, he plays like he is one of the NBA greats. His trainer, Nick Sang, credits Tatum's durability to his commitment to recovery and preparation. The man isn't just grinding on the court, he's obsessing over the process. That kind of dedication is why the Celtics are always in the mix, and why Tatum hasn't missed more than 10 games in a single season. And yet, being durable isn't enough. You've got to be that guy, and Tatum knows it. Tatum didn't wait for the media to crown him. After a bounce-back Game 3 against the Knicks, scoring an impressive 22 points, 9 boards, 7 dimes, and 5 threes, he stepped up to the mic and told the world what's up. He said, "I'm not perfect, but that's what comes with being that guy." The line hit hard. It wasn't bragging, it was the truth. See, after a rough start to the series, 12 for 42 combined shooting in Games 1 and 2, and the critics swarmed. Questions about his leadership and ability in big moments came fast. Tatum's response? Dominated Game 3 in Madison Square Garden, and dropped a press conference gem that showed maturity beyond the box score. He didn't shy away from the pressure, he embraced it. "You've got to be the same person when things are going great and when they're not," he said. "That's not just a star talking, that's a mature mindset. You can lead with numbers or lead with presence." In Game 3, Tatum did both, but the critics don't disappear after one game. So what does Tatum do? He responds in his way. After bad games in the Knicks series, critics loudly attacked Jayson Tatum. 2 poor games and 2 lost leads put his playoff history under review. But Tatum didn't argue online or hide. He showed great self-awareness. He said post-Game 3, "I get a lot of credit, but I'm not perfect. There are times I've needed to play better. That comes with being that guy." That's rare honesty from a superstar. Tatum didn't whine. He didn't lash out. He acknowledged the burden that comes with being the face of the most decorated franchise in NBA history. That kind of maturity hits harder than any stat line. What makes this even more impressive? Tatum stayed composed, positive, and focused. He plays with joy, not vengeance. He doesn't feed off hate, he's fueled by a standard of excellence. And let's not forget, he did respond. Game 3 was a bounce-back win with Tatum in control. He didn't try to go hero mode, he led by example. But beyond silencing critics, Tatum has bigger goals, and one of them wears number 33 in the rafters. In Boston, saying you're chasing Larry Bird isn't just ambitious, it's sacred ground. But Jayson Tatum said it anyway, out loud, on record. He said, "Larry Bird is the best Celtic to ever wear this uniform. That's the guy I'm chasing." That's serious talk. It's about his future, and he faced it directly. At 26, Tatum's already got 1 ring, 6 All-Star selections, a pair of Olympic golds, and more playoff points than any player his age. But in Boston, 1 banner isn't enough. The Bird had 3. That's the only goal. Tatum's resume is filling up fast, but he knows the bar in Boston is ridiculous. You don't just play well, you build mythology, and Tatum is starting to shape his own. He's not there yet, but he's moving with intent, taking responsibility, setting the tone for his teammates, and refusing to be satisfied. He's playing for history now. That's why chasing Bird isn't out of pocket, it's necessary. Bird had the edge, the swagger, the IQ. Tatum, he's learning to match it piece by piece. And just when that talk started sounding real, Tatum backed it up with a trophy named after Bird himself. Game 7, Celtics versus Heat. Legacy on the line, and Jayson Tatum delivered again. With Boston on the brink, Tatum didn't chase headlines. He controlled the tempo, set up teammates, clamped down on defense, and walked away with the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, the Larry Bird Trophy. You can't make this up. "It doesn't even feel real," Tatum said after clinching the award, but it was very real and perfect. After saying Bird was his target, he held the trophy named after him, and he earned it. This wasn't about scoring explosions, it was about impact. Tatum orchestrated Boston's playoff push like a vet in full command. He didn't need 40-point nights to make his mark. He needed big-time decisions, next-level reads, and total composure under pressure. For a player still facing playoff doubts, this was a defining moment. It was vindication. Tatum's name is now engraved on hardware that links him directly to Celtics royalty, and now he's building momentum for more. Finals MVP, multiple rings, legendary status, it's all in play. But fate had other plans, and now Boston's future runs through someone else, at least for now. Tatum's Achilles injury shook the franchise. Just like that, the face of the team is on the shelf. But Boston isn't folding, and that's where Jaylen Brown steps in. This could be Brown's moment. He's got the Finals MVP on his shelf, a $305 million contract, and now the chance to be the guy. No more second option. This is JB's team, at least for now. And he's got the resume. In games without Tatum over the past few years, Brown averages nearly 29 points, 7.7 boards, and 5 assists on over 50% shooting. The Celtics went 17-5 in the last 3 seasons when Brown played without Tatum. He's not just filling in, he's capable of running the show. And if he wants that superstar label without the asterisk, this is his shot to own it. Brad Stevens could reshape the roster. There's cap pressure and tough choices ahead. But if the Celtics stick with Brown, they'll see what a full year of him as a #1 option looks like. Tatum will be back. And when he returns, maybe he comes back to a team that didn't just survive, but leveled up in his absence. Because that's what that guy would want. In the end, here's a quick sum up on today's video. Tatum deserves to be called a modern NBA Iron Man with 536 games in just 8 seasons. That is crazy. He always owned his critics and doubled down on being that guy. He's chasing Larry Bird's legacy. He delivered in the Eastern Conference Finals, winning MVP honors. Now, with Tatum sidelined due to injury for a short time, Jaylen Brown has a chance to shine. So, will Brown be able to lead the Celtics deep without his co-star? Will the league finally give Tatum the respect he deserves? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more NBA talks.